Hello everyone, today I'll be going through part 2B of Module 2 Chapter 2 of the OCR Biology A-Level specification. I'll be talking about the ultrastructure of the cell types, specifically prokaryotic cells, and comparing them to eukaryotic cells, so Chapter 2.6 of the A-Level Biology textbook. Part 2A and Part 1 about microscopy and eukaryotic cells are up on my channel. This video is focused for the OCR biology specification, but it can be useful for other exam boards. Prokaryotic cells are always unicellular. They don't contain any membrane-bound organelles and they don't have their DNA contained in the nucleus. Instead, their DNA exists as a supercoiled singular molecule, free-flowing through the cytoplasm. Their DNA is not associated with any proteins the way eukaryotic DNA is associated with histones. Prokaryotes contain ribosomes, but they are much smaller and they have a 70S structure, which is important for their own protein synthesis. They can have cell walls made of murin, which are sometimes called peptidoglycan. These cell walls are polymers made of amino acids and sugars. Here are some features that some prokaryotic cells have that others don't. Prokaryotic cells can sometimes have a flagella. It's rotated by a motor and it's useful for movement. Unlike eukaryotes, it's not arranged in a 9+2 arrangement. Sometimes prokaryotes can be contained within a capsule. It is a protective outer layer that can be useful against immune attack. For example, it can sometimes be useful at inhibiting the prokaryote from being phagocytosed. Sometimes prokaryotes can have plasmids, which are circular DNA structures with non-essential genes. It's important that you're able to record the similarities and differences between the structures of eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Organelle-wise, both kinds of cells have cell membranes, cytoplasms, ribosomes, DNA, and can both have cell walls and flagellas. Eukaryotes can be both unicellular and multicellular, but prokaryotes can only be unicellular. Eukaryotes tend to have nuclei, but prokaryotes don't have nuclei. Eukaryotes have linear DNA contained within its nucleus. Prokaryotes have circular DNA, which is supercoiled and free-flowing. Eukaryotes can have membrane-bound organelles and non-membrane-bound organelles, but prokaryotes only have non-membrane-bound organelles. Both have ribosomes, but eukaryotes have 80S ribosomes and prokaryotes have 70S ribosomes. Eukaryotes reproduce via sexual and asexual reproduction, but prokaryotes only reproduce by binary fission. That concludes part 2 of chapter 2. I will post a video about the overview of the protein synthesis pathway, which is also important for you to know for this chapter. Let me know any other videos that I should do and I'll continue to go through the A-Level Biology OCR specification.